Hey guys, I'm Steve Lamothe, the founder at Elevate Realty Group, and as always, like or subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us at Homes by Elevate on social media. Today we are talking about we are in a recession. Let's make no mistake about it. A week ago, the CPI for inflation, how they rank inflation and track inflation, was not better than expected. It was far worse than expected, meaning prices across the board for everything are going up, and the feds have lost control of inflation. What this means to us in layman's terms, interest rates are going up substantially, and in my opinion, I think that we'll see rates in the 7, 8, maybe even 9% by the end of next year. That's not what this video is about though. This video is about, I want to put our clients, those who follow us, in a position to win and build wealth in troubling times. We're not in them yet, and maybe we'll make it through this without getting into huge trouble, who knows? But I would rather be prepared than not. So today we're going to talk about HELOCs, home equity lines of credit, and how the wealthiest of people back in 2008 created substantial wealth amid turmoil because they were in a position with liquid money to take advantage of opportunities. So we've had this great experience of our home equity increasing 50, 60, 70%, right? We have all this equity, but we don't have access to it, and we don't really need it right now, right? So as a Dave Ramsey follower, over this great period of time, the last 2 years, if you've had success, you should have been building cash savings and reserves so that when times are not as good and money's a lot more tight, or jobs are not as secure, we would be prepared in case we lost our job or things are more expensive or all of these things. A home equity line of credit is a simple tool. It's like a credit card against your house. It's not like a cash out refinance where you pull money out and you immediately start making payments. HELOCs, or home equity lines of credit, are also the very first kind of credit that goes away when you're in a recession or when the economy's not as strong. Home equity lines of credit cannot be obtained from big banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo. They shut them all down as soon as COVID hit. You need to go to a regional bank or a local credit union like Golden One, Safe Credit Union. And how the rates work, say you have $500,000 in equity in your home and you go get a $200,000 line of credit. Well, if you didn't use that credit at all for a year, you would pay no money. Some have a small fee every year that you have to pay. But say a year from now, real estate values aren't as strong as today, and you see a great deal on a house that you want to buy for $200,000, let's say. You can utilize that $200,000 in cash to make a cash offer or buy a house or buy an asset. And then you're only paying interest on the credit that you utilize. The interest rates on HELOCs tend to be 5 or 6%. You don't pay any fees when you go to buy something either. It's a beautiful opportunity to have your reserve savings account that you've built over the last 2 years or however long you've been saving money, and have access to capital if you need it. The reason I'm giving you this advice is because we've had substantial growth in equity over the last 2-3 years, and I want you to be prepared should emergency strike or opportunities present themselves, right? So ultimately, those who create massive wealth amid troubling or turmoil times are those who have the access to the money to build wealth in those times because things go on discount. Or if you lose your job, you have access to capital. If the economy turns substantially worse than it does today, which I anticipate could happen over the next 2 quarters or next year, you have access to your HELOC already, and they don't typically shut them down once you have access, but they are the first thing to go away when times get tougher. So your job over the next month or 2 is to go out and learn as much as you can about HELOCs, and go pull out HELOCs on your personal residences if you can. By no means do I mean use it to go buy a boat or do home repairs or do anything other than secure it so you have access to it if you need it, or if opportunities that can create more long-term wealth present themselves. Thank you so much. If you want more information, call us at 916-436-SELL or visit our homesbyelevate.com website. Thank you so much.